Emamu nyinara akwaba edeba trending GA celebs eso nsembia yensaka efa Dr. Mahmood Bawumia campaign to ho ena ede ebesomo no pe na ensansem no a ekoso bi ene se Andre Yada na Dr. Mahmood Bawumia kopie mu ewo Central Region eye mankesi na ohwe dede ni osebo a market for no ne wana wo ho de vice president out mu se enje pa ena aba no nene ni wakopie mu ewo Greater Accra region na ehon so no ehon sem ena mede ebesomo na adofo no ansa na yebeko nsem no so nyenim say Dr. Mahmood Bawumia so kopie mu ewo the campaign to no bibia region bi obekopie bia no or vision bia odi tuja ede mom vision mebobo so ede amamu ansa na no adofo no Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs penimpa ewo holding nsem bi etuja na odi nsem tuja we na Dr. Mahmood Bawumia so ede ne lectures bi mo ne ba ko bi ede to from ede mom na ansa na ebeko sansem no so no membobo ni so ade hunu a Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ewo ede magana for senyame adom na yeto no so aba 2024 yi na obetina akundwa yi so say president nyama odibegu akwem. First thing, a flat rate system. If we want a flat rate on import duties, if we want so a pegging of import duties to the Lomi port. Okay, introduction of electric cars for public transport. Next thing, prioritizing solar energy to replace fuel. Say introduction of e-gates in Kotoka International Airport. Linking of Ghana card to the hospital's database system. If you are how Ghana will be close to faith-based institutions to help improve development. Must make import duties to be paid in Ghana cedis and not in US dollars. I don't know. You say the vice president in Sweden. I may have done no but not me so obey my pepe pesa na bibia etumi akoyi na Ghana etumi nya ni dinia e was so nya de dada no an e was so nya no Ghana etumi inya na me lecture Dr. Mahmood Bawumia editor from Edinburgh Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs and adofono just omo draw mu ye all in the name of ghost names were register mu like various institutions and a vice president Dr. Mahmood Bawumia and I'm the digitalization any misadu kese owonti our the Ghana card be mu beni name men dey so Ghana card money ye no and enam so masagos names na otumi efeshi omo bako na usha yes modi tuja and say usha snet yetunya 29,000 of ghost pensioners. Not to say they are no more there. They are not there actually, but their names are there. Their names are there. Instead, say be on be register and for and as on baby be to just clear the names and I said to I don't know. They are still there. So you get to see say 29,000 ghost pensioners and a day it was net. And obayeno through the Ghana card, the digitalization in Yama Baku between CV over 3,000 million of ghost names. Now only 2 institutions peso kabumwa are there with incorporate me save and as the ghost names are with me year from 750 million. Just 2 institutions per 2 institutions, ghost names are written me a year from 750 million. About Bassinet Bar receiving over 3,000 million out of 29. Charlie, Ocean is Wadima, Dr. Mahmood Bawumia, and then some old can at the Adrian and Anon Champion out music. In some no ebi wumpa na asa na ebeko Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ne sem no so no ebedi kan akọ Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs penimpa eda ho ne sem a oditu dwane na efiri ne sem no ma ya bura Dr. Mahmood Bawumia so ensem.
We state with all emphasis that when it comes to effective leadership, you don't have to be radical, violent, or pompous to be a bold leader. Being a bold leader is not about brows, rather brains. Having observed you from afar, we believe you have a lot of potentials to offer this country. Do not disappoint, because your records will always be there. They will be used to evaluate you. On selfless leadership, we have less to say about you. Your Excellency, you are an accomplished man. You are a successful man. Therefore, we are convinced you will not fail the test when it comes to selfless leadership.
Which is very, very important for us. The Ghana card.
Adafonom, yetumi hu say Greater Regional House of Chiefs, penyin powder one somebody to dwan. Ayetie na sisi ane yekɔ Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne nsɛm no emu. Na adafonom ansa na yɛbɛkɔ ne nsɛm no mu no. Ɔtumi say Greater Regional House of Chiefs, Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs ne nsɛm ɔde tu fom. Ɛde ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no ɔkyerɛ ne sɛ ɔyɛ educated. Na omunim say eni so ade hu no de egu akwemu no de enya ade obe disappoint Ghana for nti no osre na ara ma ne disappoint Ghana for eba ne say yetoma na ondi ne nsem so na onye ma Ghana so entumi embo yedini yeso yegina baby na eka Ghana che say wa no nipa no obebo shake obemu say nipe sana madam fi mi nwe mi say no baby ofini de nye fibiago adafonom Ghana so benya ne ntoma pra efra coming 2024 say it to aba edema na ntisisi ano ye ko Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne nsem no emu.
It has helped us deal with corruption in the payroll. The ghost worker problem was a big problem, acting president. Big problem. So I brought the suggestion that every government worker should be linked to their Ghana card. Why? Because every Ghana card has the fingerprints of the worker, but ghosts don't have fingerprints. So once we linked the Ghana card number to the workers, the ghosts all ran away. So in the national service, we found 44,000 ghost workers. One place. National Service Secretary, 44,000. They disappeared when we linked the Ghana card to the workers. We saved 420 million Ghana cedis just at one place. We went to Senate. We found 29,000 ghost pensioners. We saved over 300 million Ghana cedis. Two institutions alone, almost 750 million. Just two of savings. And we've cleaned the whole payroll of the Controller and Accountant General. So today, thanks to the Ghana card, we can say we've solved the problem of ghost workers in Ghana. The Ghana card has also become your tax identification number. It has become your SNIT number. It has become your national health insurance number. We have even linked the Ghana card to the ICAO database. ICAO stands for International Civil Aviation Organization, which is in Canada. We took the Ghana card, everything to Montreal. It went through all the rigorous testing, and now it is part of the ICAO system. It means that if any Ghanaian, and it has happened to many Ghanaians now, goes abroad and your passport gets missing, you can take your Ghana card and board a plane and come back to Ghana. To be accepted in 44,000 airports and border entries in the world, because it is now part of the ICAO system. We are one of the few countries in the world whose identity card, digital ID card, is part of the ICAO system. And before the end of this year, we are opening the e-gates at Kotoka International Airport, the electronic gates. It means if you are a Ghanaian and you arrive at Kotoka International Airport, you no longer need to go to immigration. You go to the e-gates, put your Ghana card, it will open, and you enter the country. And so this is what we have done. The next thing I worked on was on the issue of financial access to financial services, bank accounts, and so on. Only 30% of our population had a bank account. 30%. The rest of us had Momo numbers, Momo accounts. But the Momo accounts were only internal, because if you had an MTN Momo account, you couldn't send money to Vodafone. You could only send money to someone who was MTN. And you couldn't send money to a bank account. And no bank account could send money to a Momo account. So I called all the telcos and I said, we want to do what we call mobile money interoperability, so that we can send money across the networks. I called the banks, I said, you also have to be part of it. We will be able to send money from a Momo account to a bank account and vice versa. Initially, they were resisting, but I stood very firm. Some of them I called their bosses in South Africa and brought them here, and we had a meeting. I said, this is where Ghana wants to go. It had never been done in Africa, never. But we insisted, and today you can send Momo from your bank to the Momo account. You can send funds. You can send from one MTN to Telecel, from Telecel to Tigo. This is all done. And today, when they send you remittance from abroad, it comes onto your mobile phone. You no longer need to go to Western Union. And Ghana is the first country in the whole of Africa to do mobile money interoperability. The first country in the whole of Africa. And they haven't done it in the United States. They haven't done it in Canada. They haven't done it in the UK. We are ahead of them. And this is why I say it is possible for us to move ahead of some of these advanced countries in some of these areas. The other area I looked at was our address system. We did not have a working and a functional national address system in Ghana. If you wanted to find something, you have to say, when you get here, you see a cocoa seller on the right, and take the right. You see the blue house, and take the left, the big tree. And if you are not lucky and the cocoa seller doesn't come out, you are in trouble. And so we said that you can't, any modern economy must have an address system. Today, if you go to US, Canada, Germany, and you collapse their address system, just the address system, the economy will grind to a halt. Nothing will work. But everything depends on addresses. So we needed to find a solution. After 60 years of independence, we didn't have an address system. And I said, look, today's world, we have GPS technology. Let us move to a digital address system so that everywhere will have an address. Whether you are living in Nima, or you're living in East Legon, you're living in Tamale, or you're living in Wa, or essentially everywhere in Ghana will have, every location, every property will have an address system. So we implemented the digital address system in Ghana. And it has now been done. It is working very well. Today, if someone is coming to your house, you just have to give them your digital address. They'll drive there. There's no issue anymore. You don't need the cocoa seller to be out at that time, and you will go. And Ghana, our own dear country, is only the second country in the whole world to implement a national digital address system.
Ghana is the second in the whole world to introduce the digital system. So, because of the digital address system, that person will find you wherever you are. I don't know when you are Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a day at Accra. Na yiti sema na nanum tnakuda. Greater Regional House of Chiefs at the Tuja Abra. Minsam no person. Ahanum enam BBC. Ahanum trending GH celebs. So some for PM1. President, vice president, sorry, a PM will be far, a day a one sem so a papa sumo. Until then, no necessarily mesro so be like be share ma fofo so sa kebi na comment section ho ye me no ye dia tele wiemo kasa na me so men kebi na Ghana ye nyina ye dia o ye nyina ye dia until then no makra mo adofo no